that the span of this project has allowed a number of legislators to be involved, and we're very grateful that both Dan from Senator Berry's office and Representative John Keenan can participate in today's event. And John, if you could come up and say a few words, that'd be great.
Thank you, Mayor. I really don't think I can actually take credit for this project. I think it was conceived before I was, and I'm 43 years old, so sometime back in 1960. But it is a pleasure to be here. I want to reiterate what the mayor has said regarding our relationship with the State Highway Department. They've been absolutely wonderful. I sort of came in, as I mentioned, at the end of this project, but Councilor Cisnowski had some issues, and we called up Mass Highway. They brought probably 12 people down to my office in downtown Salem, and we talked and we addressed some of the issues. So it's very helpful to a state representative. First of all, I want to say, Commissioner, to have that sort of responsiveness, and it's been great. We're working on the sign issue up there as well. I know we'll get it done. But just to be here today to celebrate this wonderful day, it is a beautiful spot to be at. I rode my bike down here illegally about 3 weeks ago, down through all the way down to the Bridge Street. And it was just spectacular to see what sort of waterfront views you have as you drive along there. I think it's going to be a wonderful addition. I think it's going to be great for the Bridge Street businesses and residents as we continue to do the redevelopment project along there. So it is a great day to celebrate, and certainly J. Michael Wayne is looking down, smiling today, thinking about this project. He's been helpful on a lot of issues throughout the course of his career, and I'm sure he's smiling again today. I would say this regarding Ellen DiGeronimo. I had the good fortune actually meeting with Ellen out in Fitchburg last Wednesday. I went out to talk about the Salem Education Foundation, and lo and behold, she's trying to start an education foundation out in Fitchburg as well, seeing that now she's retired, so to speak. But anyways, I told her we're going to have the ribbon cutting this week, and she certainly sent her best and reminded me how when she first actually drove some of the plans from Boston to Salem regarding the Beverly Bridge back in 1990, so I'm sure she's happy today as well. So again, thank you all for coming out. I know it's going to be a wonderful addition. I know sooner or later we're going to come up with a name for the new roadway mayor, how that process works, and if anything has to happen at the state level, I'll certainly work on that. But again, thank you all for coming out, and please enjoy the ride down there. It is a spectacular event. Thank you very much.
All right, I think I'm the final speaker, so pretty soon we'll actually be able to officially cut the ribbon, but just a few more words of thanks to a number of folks. There was obviously a tremendous amount of hard work that went into the project long before I was here, as well as Representative Keenan. I definitely feel like I'm batting cleanup. There's just a lot of hard work put into this beforehand, and one person who I'm very grateful is here, who deserves a lot of credit, is the former Mayor Stan Yusevich, who really put the full court press on to bring this project and put it over the goal line. If we could have a round of applause. Standing here today if it wasn't for his efforts. And another organization in town that works tirelessly to sort of bring this project forward is the Salem Partnership, represented by Patricia Zato and George Atkins as well. And a round of applause for their efforts. About the partnership, because it does mean so much to me, having worked in a number of communities. We're fortunate that we have an organization like the partnership that brings together the public and the private sector, all of our nonprofits, our business community, our community organizations to advocate on our behalf. These projects, as we can all tell, are complex. They are not easy. It takes years, and there's lots of different bureaus to go to and paths you have to take. And having a group like the partnership advocating, pushing, trying to make sure everybody understands that this is not only something that's a community project, but it's good for business. And this roadway in particular, I really think exemplifies that. It's not only going to help the way you travel into and out of Salem, whether you're a visitor or somebody just passing through, but I think it's really going to help some of the neighborhoods that have long suffered with lots of congestion, having only one roadway in off of Bridge Street. So beyond it's beautiful and certainly a recreational amenity with the bike path, I also think it's going to help with the congestion that we currently see on Bridge Street. And even the end of the Washington and Bridge Street area, making that an improvement with the signalized intersection, taking away the rotary. It's really going to change the way you come in and out of Salem, your impression of our community, and the way, the quality of life that we're able to offer residents on Bridge Street. So I'm very grateful for all the work that went into this beforehand. Our legislative delegation, the folks at Mass Highway, it's not just talk when John and I say that we've got a great working relationship. Folks have been really responsive. We want them to stay and do more projects, and we appreciate all the hard work they put into their efforts in Salem. We are not easy. We are not an easy community. Those of us who live there know that. We're high maintenance. We want it done right, and they stick with us, and I'm very appreciative for their efforts to make sure that good projects get done and they get done right. So thank all of you for attending and for all that you've done to really make this project the success that it is. And I think we are going to have the actual ceremonial cutting of the ribbon at this point in time. So thank you very much.